So what's up everybody, this is tutorial Arduino. Today we are going to see how to connect an LCD screen 16x2 on the Arduino. So what we will need for this video is, for this project, is a breadboard, the cables, the Arduino, the USB cable of the Arduino, the LCD with the strip line LCD, and a potentiometer, which you can use this type of potentiometer or this trimmer. This potentiometer is a 10K potentiometer. So first of all, I have to tell you, for every time I have to use my LCD, I use this schematic I found on the internet for connect the LCD. I will put the link on the description for download this image. So first of all, let's follow the schematic. We take our breadboard and attach the LCD on the breadboard and the potentiometer. We take our Arduino and we put it here. I use this for block the Arduino on the breadboard. Okay, now it's all blocked, as you can see. So let's follow this. On the first, we have to connect the potentiometer to the Arduino. So let's take 3 cables. One cable goes from G and D to the potentiometer. From G and D here to one pin of the potentiometer. First or third, not the second. And I use the first one like this. Okay. Now we have to take another cable from 5 volts here and go on the other pin of the potentiometer, but this time again not use the second pin. The central pin will be this cable, which doesn't go on the Arduino but goes directly on the LCD, as you can see here on the 3rd pin. It goes here and on the 3rd pin. So let's connect the 3rd pin. Okay, let's zoom a bit. Okay, so now we have connected the potentiometer. The potentiometer will regulate the contrast and brightness of the LCD. Now I take the longer cable for connect the Arduino digital pins to the LCD screen, and we use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cables. Here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 cables, so one is not useful. So connect the pin to 12, 11, 5, 4, 3, 2. It's not important that you connect this pin on this number, this cable on this pin, but if you use other number of pins, you will have to change the code on the computer. So connect the pin 12, 11, 5, 4, 3 and 2. So there was 8 cables. As you can see, we've connected like this, 6 cables. Now let's connect this to the LCD. The pin 2 goes on the 3rd pin, starting from the right, so like this. This on the third pin from the right. The next is this and goes on the fourth. The next is the black and goes on the fifth, and the blue goes on the seventh pin. The sixth, excuse me, I count one up. So we got this. Now we have to connect those remaining two cables from the Arduino to the LCD. The pin 11, which is this green, will be at the pin number 6 starting from the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think is right, yes. And this will be on the fourth. The 12 pin on the fourth. Okay, now it's all connected to the Arduino, to your LCD, but we have to give the 5 volts and the ground to the LCD. So this is red cable is the 5 volts. I go here and take a 5 volts and connect it to the second pin of the LCD, this yellow, from the 5 volts to the second pin. And now I take the GND and connect it to the first and, as you can see here, the first and the fifth pin. So this is yellow cable is the first, and this blue is the fifth. Okay, now we have connected all the pins into our Arduino, from the Arduino to the LCD. We can use those two last pins. This is the GND, and the first from the right is the GND, and the first from the second from the right is 5 volts for the screen illumination. So let's go on the computer for see if it works. So apologize me, but I had to change some cables because I think one of my cables doesn't work, so all the LCD wasn't working. So I changed all the cables, and I put the 5 volts and the GND on the breadboard, which are all connected to the other side of the breadboard by those two cables I use for connect the sides of the breadboard. So now I have the potentiometer connected to the Arduino, and the Arduino connected to the LCD using another time the schematic. I will put the link for download it, and now let's see how does it work. So I got the potentiometer, which you can see if I rotate, you can change the brightness. All on the left of the potentiometer you can see nothing, but if you rotate on the all the right, you won't see nothing because it's too black. You have to put a little bit like this, and you will read what you want to read. Okay, a tip is you can use two cables. I use black, blue and the red one for the GND and the ground of the LCD. So you have 3 holes here. Those 2 holes, you have to put the 5 volts on the left and the GND on the right hole for use the illumination of the LCD. So here we have the GND right here, and here we have the 5 volts, and you will see, can you see, I just put it and release it. Okay, this is illuminated. So now all the you can use the the LCD for all the project where you need an LCD. So for write this tutorial of Arduino, I've used the normal Hello World sketch you can find on the examples of your Arduino software. I've just changed what to print on the LCD. I write tutorial Arduino. There was Hello World, but I can write what I want. So for this tutorial it's all. I hope you enjoy. I hope this video helped, and wait for the tutorial of how to connect just the potentiometer or the temperature sensor, the light sensor, the photoresistor, and all things you need to connect to your Arduino. So I hope you subscribe and like the video, and wait for another tutorial.